In the Earth's coldest regions, a spectacle unfolds. Great pieces of ice break from glaciers. These are icebergs, vast and majestic. They drift slowly through the frigid waters. Sunlight catches their sculpted surfaces. They sparkle with an incredible pure light. Many different shapes and sizes appear. Some are small, like little icy hills. Others are enormous, true mountains of ice, a breathtaking sight in a wild, remote world. These floating islands of freshwater ice are ancient, formed over thousands of years, layer by layer. Snow fell, compressed and turned to dense ice. Now they journey across the deep, dark ocean, carried by currents, pushed by winds. They are silent travelers on a long voyage, a voyage that can last for many months, or even several years, slowly melting. Their presence shapes the marine environment, but these icy giants hold a hidden secret. What we see above the water is only a small part, perhaps just 1/10 of their true mass. The rest, a colossal underwater body, lurks unseen. This makes them incredibly deceptive and profoundly dangerous to any vessel nearby. Ships, big and small, must be very careful. The history of the sea tells many sad tales. Tales of encounters with these frozen titans. Wildlife too must navigate these icy obstacles. Seabirds might use them as resting places. Seals may haul out on their lower edges, but the sheer unpredictability of an iceberg is a risk. They can roll or split or shed huge chunks. This creates waves and underwater disturbances. For creatures of the sea, this is another challenge, a challenge in an already demanding environment. The ocean's beauty often comes with such peril. Because icebergs pose such a significant threat, humanity has sought solutions, especially in areas where ships must pass, or where vital structures stand in the sea. Think of oil platforms drilling in cold waters. These expensive installations cannot easily move. An approaching iceberg could mean disaster. A collision would be catastrophic for the people, for the equipment, for nature. So we needed a plan, a way to protect them. This is where the iceberg movers come into play. These are not mythical figures, but real machines, and the skilled people who operate them. They're a special kind of guardian. Their job is to watch for dangerous ice, and when necessary, to intervene directly. They act as sentinels in these frozen seas, protecting human endeavors and maritime routes. It is a task of great responsibility, and one requiring immense skill and courage. These remarkable operations are vital. They ensure the safety of shipping lanes. Many important goods travel these routes: food, fuel, and other essential supplies. Keeping these lanes open is crucial for global trade. Iceberg movers also protect sensitive offshore industries. This allows access to important resources found beneath the seabed in harsh climates. Their work is often unseen, far from land, but it is incredibly important for us all. So, the need for iceberg movers is clear. They're a response to a natural hazard, a hazard that cannot be wished away. They represent human ingenuity, our ability to adapt and find solutions, to coexist with the powerful forces of nature. In the icy parts of our world, these protectors of the sea lanes work tirelessly. They help make these dangerous waters safer, a truly remarkable and necessary endeavor. How does one move a mountain of ice? It sounds like an impossible task. These icebergs can weigh millions of tons, sometimes even billions of tons. You cannot simply push them out of the way, not with brute force alone at least. The methods used are clever and often gentle. It is more like guiding than forcing, a slow, careful process of redirection requiring patience and very powerful equipment. One common method involves specialized vessels. These are strong ships built for icy conditions. They might use incredibly strong nets or ropes. These are carefully deployed around the iceberg, or more often a very thick, long tow rope. One end is attached to the ship, the other is painstakingly looped around the iceberg. Then the ship begins to pull, very slowly. It is a delicate dance of power and precision. Another technique uses the ship's own power. Powerful water cannons can be employed. These are like giant water jets. They shoot streams of water at the iceberg. This can help to nudge it in a new direction, or sometimes the ship's propellers are used by directing the wash from the propellers against the side of the iceberg carefully. This creates a current to gently push it. Every iceberg is different, requiring a unique approach. The goal is not to move the iceberg quickly. That would be too dangerous and consume too much energy. Instead, the aim is to alter its path, to deflect it from a collision course, Even a small change in direction over time can guide the icy giant safely away from shipping lanes or fixed platforms. It is a slow, painstaking operation, a true test of seamanship and engineering, working with nature, not just against it. The work of an iceberg mover is filled with challenges. The sheer size of some icebergs is daunting. Imagine trying to lasso a floating skyscraper. Weather conditions in these regions are extreme. Fierce storms, dense fog, and freezing temperatures. These make operations incredibly difficult and hazardous. The icebergs themselves are unpredictable. They can crack, roll, or break apart without warning. This poses a constant risk to the crews. Despite these challenges, the impact is hugely positive. By diverting dangerous icebergs, lives are saved. Catastrophic oil spills can be prevented. This protects the delicate marine wildlife. Whales, seals, and seabirds are less at risk from collisions or from environmental damage. Shipping routes become safer and more reliable. This is vital for global commerce and for the communities that depend on these supplies. It's a victory for safety and for nature. The positive effects extend to the environment. Preventing a large oil platform from being hit avoids a devastating pollution incident. Protecting the pristine polar ecosystems is paramount. Iceberg management is a part of this effort. It helps human activity to exist alongside these fragile natural habitats with less risk of causing irreversible harm. This careful stewardship is increasingly important as human presence in these areas grows. Looking to the future, the technology will evolve. We may see more autonomous vessels or new methods for detecting and tracking ice, perhaps even ways to encourage faster melting for the most troublesome, smaller bergs. As the climate changes, patterns of iceberg formation and their drift paths may also change, so the work of iceberg movers will remain vital, a continuing testament to human innovation. In the face of nature's grand icy power,